Hi, this is our HR Master login screen. Here we have a company code. Company code is a short form of the company name. Here we enter BD. BD it means bid plus demo. Then we enter username. We are enter in the system as an admin. So here we type admin. Then we enter password. Password 123 and then login in the system. Now we are moving to HR Master software. This is our HR Master software dashboard screen. On a dashboard, you can see a profile picture. When a user enter in the system, they can see their profile picture. Also, they can see their user role, what is the designations they have, and also they can see their payroll number. Also, an employee or an admin can see the leave details on a dashboard screen. How many leaves balance they have, what is the status of their leave applications. They can also upload the important links. They can also check the holiday list on a dashboard. These are information display on a dashboard. Here we can see the select branch. If they have multiple branches in a different country or in the same country, they can access all the branches information from head office. So we have that information in the system. Now moving on to the HRMS. In HRMS, we have a different type of modules to manage a different type of HR activities. Basically, we have a nine type of modules to manage a different nine type of activities. First one, we have a employee modules to manage employee activities. Then secondly, we have a leave modules to manage leave activities. Third, we have appraisal modules to manage appraisal activities. Fourth one, we provide a recruitment facilities in the system. Fifth, we provide a project tracking modules to manage a project informations. Then we have earning and deductions management module. Also, we provide a asset management system to manage assets information. Then we have a training module. So basically, in HR Masters, we have a different type of activity wise features and functionality to manage a different activities. So first of all, we're moving after dashboard. We are going on a HR chart HRMS. In chart as in chart sections, we can see all the analyze information display on a chart basis. There is a two type of information we can see. One chart wise and second one report wise. So we provide a both type of facilities in the system. We provide also we analyze the information on a chart basis. So here we have a different type of charts. Employee monthly staff strength, employee gender wise count, employee type wise strength. Then we have a leave charts. Also we have a appraisal charts, different analysis of appraisal charts. Then we have a training charts to analyze the training modules informations. So we have a chart HRMS in the system. Then we need to do some general setup if we purchase the software solutions. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to do a company profile. So here we can add the company information in the system. We can upload the company logo. Short form, when we provide a license file, it will provide by the company. Then name, what is the name of the organization or company. Short name, NHIF number, PIN number, print number, weight number, license for which country, address, license number, NSSF number, CT, country code, company custom name, all the information display on a dash on the company profile. So we can enter all this information related to the company. Here we provide a language option. Here we can select the English and French version. If we select a French version, the software, all the details display in a French language. So we provide that facilities for our users to convert English to French version software. So all the information display on a French in the system. Here you can see at the time of license they can select the language. Then after they can in here we can mention the financial year details, January to December or March to April. It is up to the client requirement. Then we have a date format, book opening date, company URL, cutoff date, and time zones. Then after we can save all this information in the system and do a company setup. Then after we have a next option is a general setups. We have a general setup here. Easy soft delete options we provide. Administrator email ID who has the rights to access all the software version, and what prefix we use for emails, HR masters, ERP, paymaster, TA master. We provide all four type of software solutions, and it is integrated version. So if anyone asking for any software after few time of periods, we can provide and integrated with the current software versions. So this type of we have a general setup. Then after we have a lookup data. Here we can add the lookup data for a different types. Then after we have applications. Here we can change our theme color, software theme color. If anyone want to change the software theme color, we can change here. Okay, you can see on a dash display. And if they want to change a detailed theme about the software button, menu bar button, font size, etc., we provide all these type of facilities for our clients. Here you can see menu font, menu backgrounds, menu hover font, menu hover backgrounds. Then we have a save button font, save button background, save button loop borders, etc. So client can change their theme as per their requirement. Here we can by default select a one theme. After the theme setting, we provide a slab master. In a slab master, we can select create a slab, different type of slab. So we can based on the slab master slab we define, we can receive a notification. Slab name, module, in which modules on which activities they want to define a slab, transaction type, slab value, before how many days you want to receive notification, and you can upload the descriptions. Here we have an example of contract expiration slab, probation expiration slab, retirement alerts, years of services, different type of slabs we can create in the system through the slab master. Then after we have a reporting configurations. Here we can create a different type of reporting configuration. It is either two types, either organization wise or as an employee wise. Some of reporting as an employee wise and some of reporting configuration required by the organization wise. So we can define here reporting configurations, and how we can add, we can add through the add data button. What are the activities can through managed by the organization and what are the activities can through managed by the employee wise. After the reporting configurations, we need to create a user role. So first of all, we need to create a user. I told you this is the as we all know that this is our ESS based module. So here every employee login ID and password you can create an employee login in the system and do a participate in a different activities of HR. So here we how we can create a user. We can create a different type of users and create their user ID and password. So first of all, username. If we take an example of HOD, then we enter the full name, we enter the password, confirm password, email ID, user type. It is a admin or it is a normal user like an employee. Then assign branches in which branch they want to access. Password expiry date, default dashboard, what dashboard they want to see. If they are using all three types of software solutions, so here they can select what type of dashboard they want to see on when they log in the system. It is active or not, approval templates, and by using this way they can create a user and their user ID and password. Then after we can give a roles and rights to the particular user. Here we have options that we can give every user as per the requirement. We can assign a rights. Basically, four type of rights we can provide. First of all, Basically, we give a rights of matters. We can select the Excel level rights, allow or not, delete or not configurations. So all type of rights we provide. So this is the user role and right options in the system. Now moving on to the master modules. Master module is a backbone of the software. So when if we want to enter any details in the system, we can add to the master modules. So here we first of all we have administrative master. So here we have first of all error log viewer to find out the error. It is a useful for the administrative part. They can find out the error. Then after we have a audit action log. We can see the audit related actions information in the system. So we have audit action log. Then after we have a user activity event. We can find out the user activity information in the user activity event log. We can find out the activity user wise activity information in the here we can see particular user wise activity information in the system. Then after we provide a system configurations. We have a different type of system configuration. First of all we have a report layout. Here we can default layout and report layouts. We have a two type of facilities. So here we can select the modules report type. What are the report type it is? What type of reports they want to manage. For an example, career history. Okay, default layout. What they want to select default layout. If they want to create a new report layout, report file, report procedure name is default or is system default. We can create the report layout. Then after we have a HR settings, some general HR settings, and we provide a user defined field setups. We have a HR settings. If any HR want to upload any policy file, they can upload here. Here we have HR managers that they can add the any employee details and also delete the employee information if they have any rights. Then after we have a user defined field setup. Here we can create the user defined field, and also we can do a drop down box, tag checkbox, or any other information, and also update the values in the system. After the system configurations, we have some general settings like we have a password policies. Here, a customer can create their own password policies. What is the password minimum length, maximum length, how complex password it is, the complexity requirements they can define. Enforce password histories, maximum password range. They can here. So how login authentications if they want to add in the systems they can add here. So here a user can create their own password policies. Then after we have some general settings. Serial generation, it means automatically generated by the system or manually you guys can create a serial number for a different activities. After the system configurations, we have a master setups. If we have a different type of email settings, what type of emails a user can receive, what type of event employee receive, what type of email HR manager receive, what type of emails reporting manager receives, what type of if we want to send email to a specific persons, we have that provisions. So here we have a company event, company news, system alert notifications, different type of email settings we provide in the master. Then after we can create an email template regarding the activities. We can define an email templates. For an example, company event request, company news request. We have a different type of email template facilities to create in the system. User type, we can create template name, template type, subject field, and also we enter the template body. So by using this way, we can create email templates. After create email templates, we can see the reporting structure whom we need to report. Also, we can set the hierarchy of organization hierarchy, branch office to head office, etc. And also we can copy the organization hierarchy or manager reporting hierarchy to a different organizations. After master setups, we have a geographical master where we can add the area, country, state, region, and also we can add the master modules. So here we have in a company structures, we can add a different type of company related information in the system. So first of all, we need to create an organization category, what type of organization category they have. Then they can add the organization unit, department, sub-department informations, then designations, category, class, occupations, positions, currency, bank branch, visa type. All these personal informations they can add in the system. Then here we have an option that they can upload the holiday list as well. That holiday list display on a dashboard screen. Office contact details also display on a dashboard screen. If they have a branches in a different country, so country wise holiday calendar is a different. So here they can add the more than one holiday calendar informations. Day wise week off, date wise week off, company event type, company event calendar, company news informations. If they want to flash any company news information on a dashboard, they can upload here and it will display on a dashboard. Company upcoming event information, if they want to send an email to the employees, we have a provision, then they can update here, and in an email through the email template they can send to the every employees or a particular employees. So we provide a different type of facilities in the system. Then after we have education master, where we can add the education degree, specialization, soft skill, education mode, and university informations. Then we have some general masters where we can add the nationality of the employee, then religions, the relations, vehicle type, industry, language, marital status, all the information upload here. Then we have a close process, closing the year. At the end of the financial year, we need to do a year closing process in the system. So last year data carry forward to the next year. So we have that provision to year closing. Then last we have a reports to analyze the so many informations. So here we provide a different type of master reports in the system. Here we can see there are so many types of different reports we can find out here. What type of designations we have, we can find out here. So this is the master reports. Now moving on to the next module, it is an employee module. In an employee module, first of all, after create a company profile, company data, we need to create employee informations. So first of all, we have an employee information page. Here we need to create an employee information. Here they need to update a profile picture, then update the signatures. Auto generated code, in the serial number we generated automatically. We give a payroll number, unique payroll number, employment type, regular, casual, title, what is the title, first name, middle name, last name, probation, in a probation or in contract. If they are using any RFID card, they can mention the RFID card informations. Joining date, week of type, date wise, date wise, holiday calendar. If they have a more than one holiday calendar list, they can upload here. Also they can add the company personal informations, locations, their organization unit informations, department, category, designation, sub-department, class, position, user role. Also they can add the employee personal informations like gender, their birth date, marital status, mother tongue, religion, anniversary date, nationality, ethnicity. All these informations they can add here. If they are using any time attendance device to manage the login and logout like RFID card, fingerprint, biometric, so that information also upload here. So we can fetch their attendance, an email address, employee professional email id or personal email id for a contact details. So here we have other provision in the system. So how this is the way we can add the employee basic information in the system. Then after we need to create email settings. What type of emails employee receive? So first of all we need to do a email settings. If any employee want to change check the probation related informations, notifications they want to receive through emails, their boarding process related emails, their separation email settings, disciplinary email settings. So here we have a provision that employee receive a different type of emails notification in the system. So here we can decide what type of email notification employee can receive. Then we have organization hierarchy. We can set up the organization hierarchy as per the different branches. Then after we have email templates, we can predefine email templates. Then reporting structure, employee wise reporting structure, what is the managers are including in a reporting structure, they can mention the reporting informations. Then after we have a employee settings where they can do some general settings, employee related general settings. If they want to show ratings or not, separation approved emails they received or not, all these some general settings we have. Then after we provide a chart basis information in the system. Then after we receive clocking card management. So we as at the time of employee information, we mention RFID card information. So here, if anyone want to replace the card, and if it is may they separate from the organization or make card damage or misplaced, so here they can send a request of card replacement, and HR or reporting manager can approve the request. Also, they can check the card list of the employees. Here they can check the card list. Then after we have a disciplinary and grievance activity to manage. So here first of all we need to create a different type of group, disciplinary groups. What type of activities they want to manage: drunkenness, sexual harassment, stealing, etc. Then after we can check the severity of the activities. So first of all here we give a severity that we need to create. First of all it is extreme incident, moderate or medium incident. Then after we can check the mood of the accident request. We can check here. So here you can see the disciplinary mode. First warning, second warning, suspension, termination. If you want to add more than here, we have a data button. You can add here. Then after we have a transaction records to manage all this information. What is the status of the request? Here we can find out. Okay. Incident date, incident description, disciplinary mode name, severity name, and what is the request status? It is approved or it is a pending by the reporting manager. We can find out here. So here we can manage the employee disciplinary activities. The same way we can find out the grievance activity as well. First of all, we need to create a group. Then we can check the severity of the incident. Then we can find out the mode, punishment mode, and then we have a transaction record to analyze the information. What about the request status? If any employee rejoin in the organization, we can add the rejoining informations. Then we have a employee masters to manage the employee data. If employee enter in the systems, they join in the organization. In that case, if we want to upload a policy data file, so they can edit out the company related policy information. Also, if they want to question answers, they will set up the question answer, personal question answers, medical related question answers. So here we can set up the question category and upload the questions, so employee can participate in the activities and give an answer of the questions. Then after we have boarding process. So as per the department wise, we can create a boarding process. So first of all, in a master, we can add the boarding process name. What type of boarding process it is? Orientation, training, work assignment. What is the process description? Here we can mention the process description as well. Here we have a data button where we can add the process name and also upload the descriptions. If you want to upload the file, we can upload the file here. After the boarding process, we have a templates. Here we can predefine a template. So if any employee allocate to that particular boarding process, we can send their templates. Then after we have assignments. We can check the assignments process. Here we can see the roll number wise assignment. We can update the status here. Employee and boarding process template with the process template we assign. As per the department and designation wise, we can create a different templates. So here we can check the status of the boarding process. At last we can finalize the boarding process data. Okay, here you can see on a dashboard boarding process status, it is completed or pending for regular employees, what is the joining date and etc. We can find out all these informations. Orientation completed, training not started, work assignment not started. So this is the how boarding process managed through the system. After the boarding process, we have events. Company conduct a different type of events in the organization, like cultural events, social events, work related events. So they can upload the event informations, and that information upload in the calendar, so they can find out the upcoming events information through the calendar. So that's why the employee can receive the information through the email or receive a notification in a dashboard screen. Then after we have a general request taker to analyze, we can send the general request application details to the system administrative or the reporting manager. Then we have award facilities, different type of award a company provide to the users. Like we can create a group of the particular award, what type of award a company provide to their employees. for employee of the month, star performer of the month, so they can create a different type of group of awards. Then after they can add the mode how the award will provide. Here we can give out grand prize, awards, ratings, etc. And at last they can check the transactions, which employee receive what type of award, so they can find, they can add the transaction records. Here we can find out employee name, what gender, joining date, designation, department, so we can find out which employee receive an awards. After awards we have a separation. Joining is the most important activity, the same way separation is the most important activity. So here we have a request type. We can find out what type of request a system can receive. So here we can predefine a request type. It is a death case, end of contract, resign, retired, terminated, transfer. Different type of request type can employee receive. Then after we have a request option. Here how the employee can send a request to the reporting manager. Employee select their employee. Request type, what is the request type? Requested date, relieving date, notice period, how long it is, notice period type, days in a month. And they at last they can add the comments, what is the reason behind it. And if they want to attach, upload any file document, they can upload the document file. So how they can send the request to the reporting manager to separate from the organizations. Also they can manage the clearance set of informations. Manager can give a clearance to the administrative or HR manager about the work commitments, etc. Also HR can approve a bulk, in a bulk way, all the applications. And also if they want to find out the separate employee data, they can find out here. Now we have employee question answers. Here we can set up some question answers regarding work environment. So here employee can participate and give an answers. If any employee move one branch to another branch, so here they can send a request to the reporting manager that he or she wants to move from another to another branch, and the manager or a admin department or a head of the department can approve the request. So here employee movement process we can manage. If any employee want to conduct a survey or feedback in this organization about the work culture, about the working strategies, about the colleague behaviors, etc. So we have an option that they can manage the survey and feedback. So by using this way, they can analyze the informations. So this is the employee modules to manage a different type of activities in the system. So this is the employee modules. Now we have a leave modules in the system where we can create a leave setup. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to do some general settings. Leave related general settings. Leave calculated on employee join by date wise, transaction year wise, a specific leave year wise. Reliever by department or user defined field. What is the leave allocation rate we can enter in the system. Then after, what we have to do, we have to define the email templates. Then once the application leave application approved, once the leave application rejected, when the employee apply for a leave, data type of email templates we can define in the system. Also we can set the organization hierarchy. So branch office to head office can access the information and update the information, see the informations. Then we can define a reporting structure. If any employee apply for a leave, so what type of reporting manager we can upload in the system. It is as per the designations. It may HR report team leaders, head of the department. We can create activity wise reporting manager settings. Then we have email settings. What type of email employee receive. If their employee their leave is rejected, so they can receive a notification through email or not. So we have that type of email settings, and all the information display on a chart pages. Then after, first of all, we need to create a leave master. What type of leave organization provide. So here they can create their own leave. Leave type, what is the leave type? Leave code, short name, annual quota, how many leaves they provide to the employees. Leave name, description. If they want to allocate a gender wise particular leave like paternity leave, maternity leave, department wise, designations wise, position wise, so they can upload all these informations. Color code. Here by the color code we can easily identify in the leave calendar that what type of leave it is. So here we can define. Also we have some advanced and general settings about the leave. that if week off or allow or not, if we can count or not. Then we have some other or a monthly accumulation of leave or not, attached document mandatory or not, different type of settings we provide in the leave masters. After creator leaves, we have a opening balance. Here we can see the leave opening balance. If they want to upload a leave policies, here we can upload a PDF file about the leave policies. Here we provided basically five type of activities to manage the leave application. First of all, we have a leave planner. If any employee want to plan a leave in advance basis, they can upload a leave planning in the system and inform to the reporting manager that he or she wants to plan a leave in the next month. So here leave planner code, employees we can select here. Leave planner date, from which date to which date, from date to date, and leave name, what type of leave they want to use. It is a paid casual leaves, paid leaves, etc. So how this is the we can an employee can apply for a leave in a advance. It's called a leave planning. Then after we have a leave application. If any employee want to apply a leave on an urgent basis, so he or she can apply a leave. So it's called a leave application. Then we provide a leave adjustment facilities in the system. Some of organization provide a adjust their leaves. So we have adjustment facilities. Also we provide a compensatory off in some of cases. So if a client is asking for a compensatory off, we have a provision in the system, we provide a compensatory off. Also we provide encashment facilities. Client is asking for encashment facilities based on their pending leave balance, so we have that provision in the system. Here we can see the leave calendar as well. As per the leave in color code, we can find out the leave calendar, what is the week off, what is the holiday, when it comes, we can see here day wise and date wise. If a week off is a different for a different person or a department wise, we can find out in the leave calendar. After leave calendars, we have a leave statement. Employee can check the leave statements. Here we have a leave opening, import and export facilities. If they are using any other CO software, if they want to import the leave balance in the system, we have a provision. The same way we can export the leave balance. Employee wise year end process. If any employee move another branch to another branch or retired, so in that case we do a employee wise year end. Then after approval transactions, it is for an HR or a manager if they want to approve a leave in a bulk way. So we have all type of five activities bulk approval process in the system. At last, we can find out the reports to analyze the information. This is called an HR master. Master reports, transaction reports, reporting structure data reports. All these reports, leave reports, we have a different type of. Now we are moving on to the appraisal modules. So for appraisal modules, it is used for to manage an employee's performance. So based on employee performance throughout the year, uh, a company or a client provide a appraisal to their employees. So first of all, we need to do some general settings. So we are going into the setting features. Here we have some general appraisal settings like active appraisal settings, then appraisal templates or configuration settings and general application settings. So client can define their as per the requirement, they can use the features. After this general settings, here we can again generate a email template. Once appraisal is complete, when the appraisals is in a pipeline, so that type of email employee or the manager can receive a notification. So that reasons we can create an email template. Then we have a organization hierarchy. Then the again reporting structure whom we need to report regarding appraisal features. So for that reasons we have a reporting structure. And at last we have a email settings, that what type of appraisal related emails a employee receive or a manager can receive. So that type of settings we provide in the appraisal setups. Then after we need to create a master database. So first of all, we need to create appraisal cycles. It is up to the client. They can create appraisal cycles as per their requirement. It is a once in a year quarterly appraisal, etc. So here they can create a cycle name, ranking name, 4-star rating, 5-star rating, 10-star ratings. They can decide by themselves what is the start date of the appraisal and what is the end date of the appraisal. Apply a recommendation, apply or not, self appraisal is allowed or not, active date, in which date to which date it is active in the system, and if they want to upload a description, they can upload the descriptions, and at last they can save the all the informations. So by using this way, they can create appraisal cycles. After create appraisal cycles, they can decide a rating scales. Different type of rating scales they can define here. Appraisal rating scales, etc. How we can create a rating scales? We need to go to the edit button, skill code, skill name, and remarks what type of rating scales we required in the appraisals. After creating appraisal cycle rating scales, we can upload the goal. What type of goal required as per the department and designations, client can define their own goal. So first of all, we need to create a goal type, what type of goal they require. It is a technical goal, then task related goals, communications goals, project task achieve goal, different type of goals. And then after they can define a category as well. The same way we can put up some questions in the appraisal form. So for that reasons, we can define a question category, what type of questions we need to ask to analyze the appraisals, and then after we can put the questions in the system. We have also template. If we want to predefine this of appraisal form, we can create an templates. Also, we can upload the policies in the system that can read by the employees to understand how the appraisals form works and how soon they need to complete and etc. All this information update in policies. Then after we have a recommendations. If they want to update the recommendation in appraisal, we have a features, so they can use that features as well. After create appraisal cycles and question answers, we can check the transaction records. How many active appraisals if we want to track a goal, we can goal tracking facilities we have. How many appraisals are archive, all the facilities we provide. At last, we have a 360 appraisals where we can find out the 360 templates, 360 configurations, and appraisal follow up as well. At last, we have so many reports to analyze the appraisal information, some master reports, some appraisal summaries, then appraisal employee wise reports. If you want to check what is the status of the employee wise, department wise, we have all type of reports in the system. This is our appraisal modules to manage the appraisal activities. Now we are moving on to the recruitment modules. So first of all, basically we provided two types of recruitment facilities in the system. First one is a back office and the second one is a recruitment portal. So recruitment portal is integrated with the job posting sites and websites where they can fetch the database of the candidate. Now we are moving on to the back office. So here we use the back office modules. So first of all, we need to do some general settings as per the recruitment features regarding. So here we have a different type of recruitment setting: candidate settings, job settings, duplicate check settings, reject stage email settings, job finalization settings. So different type of general settings we provide. Client can use the settings as per the requirement. Then after we have email templates. If a candidate is selected, we can send an email, we can define an email templates for that reason. If candidate have a conduct for first round, second round, so that type of email template we can create in the system. Then after we have a email settings, what type of emails employee receive, what type of email HR receive regarding the recruitment, what type of email received by the manager about the candidate interview. So we can do that type of setting in the system. Again, we can mention the reporting structure. In a reporting structure, we can define whom taken a follow up about the candidate. So here we can define a different level reporting structure in, uh, in in the recruitment activities. Then again we display the information in a chart basis. If a client asking, we have a chart facility in the system. After create a general settings, we need to move on the master modules. So first of all, we can define a job category, what type of job a client is asking in the system. After the job category, we define a job title. So here we can mention the job titles. Then we can define a rank group, what type of quality required. We can upload the quality factors. We can predefine quality factors templates in the system. Then if they are tie up with any consultancy, we can add the consultancy as well. What are the document list required at the time of apply at the job posting sites. So we can upload the document list data in the system as well. We can predefine some question answers before apply a job. So we can define a category, and as per the category we can mention the question list in the system. Also we can upload the policies if they want to upload. So here we have a policy functions as well. After moving the master modules, now we can check the candidate exam schedules and job management functionality in the system. So first of all, we can find out the job request, how many job requests we receive in last few months, in last 15 days, last 10 days. If we want to check the job request as per the designations, as per the as per the job posting wise, so we can find out that as well. Then after posting approvals, we also can check. As I told you, it is integrated with the job posting site. So our job post is approved or not. We can find out that in the back office as well. We can check the candidate list as well. How many candidate and who is the candidate? The basic information we can find out. Job application, if we want to see what type of job applications they send to us, we can check the job applications. If we want to schedule a candidate exam, first round, second round, technical round, we can schedule that as well in the system. Candidate exam email, if you want to set a email of our of any of exam to the candidate, we have a provision in the system that we can send an email. Candidate exam evaluation also we can upload in the system. So at the time of evaluation, we can understand that it is the selected or rejected candidate. So we can find out the database of the selected candidate and the rejected candidate in the system. So these are the transaction records we can manage through the recruitment portal. Now we have a master reports and the candidate job reports. We can find out the different type of job reports. Candidate wise details, if you want to find out, if we can find out here, candidate reports, experience by age, by candidate informations, or by the experience, we can find out the detailed report about the candidate. So this type of report facilitating we provide in the systems. Now moving on to the next module, it is a project tracking modules. So basically project tracking modules, it is used for to manage or track the project informations. So first of all, we need to set up some basic settings in the system. So for that reasons, we provided some general settings. In the general settings, we have a two type of facilities: require start date or end date for project or not. It is up to the client if they want to mention in this project or not. Monthly work hours, how when it is started, monthly worksheet is required or not. So that type of facilities we can mention add in the system. Then after again we have a email templates. We need to we need to communicate through the emails. For the reasons, we can upload the email templates, and based on the email template we can do some general email settings, that what type of email regarding a project a manager or employee can receive. So here we can do some general settings regarding emails, the email notification. Then we have a reporting structure. Reporting structure, we can define who is the project manager, what are the employees participating in the project. So that type of reporting structure we can define here as per the activity wise. And again we have a chart in set chart facilities in the system to check the hierarchy of employee and the organizations. Again we need to go to the master modules. So if you want to manage a project details, so first of all we need to enter some project related informations. So for that reasons, we have a client master. In a client master, we need to add the client information. What is the client name, what is the client company name, what is the client address, a country name, province name, post box number, city name, phone number, fax number. So by using this way, we can add the client details in the system. After adding the client informations, we need to enter the project information. What is the project, the descriptions, it is a chargeable or non-chargeable project. So we can add that type of information in the system. So here we can add the project code, finance code, project type, it is chargeable, non-chargeable, amounts and descriptions, client information mandatory or not, if we can define as well. After adding the project basic information, we need to enter the project periods, when it will start and when it will end. So here we can mention from date to end date. After adding the project period, we can add the action type, what type of actions required to complete the projects. So we can here check add that informations in the system. After action type, we can see here project tasks, what are the tasks including. Here we can add the different type of task, what type of task required to complete the projects. We can mention the task information in the system. Then after, we need to add the project budget, estimate project budgets if any of customer is asking to mention in the system. So here we have a provision that we can mention the project budget information in the system. After adding so many details of the project, we can check the project assigned, whom we need to assign the projects. Here we can mention the employee informations, that how many employees working in the projects and what type of task uh, they conduct. So here we can see propose one count installations, how many employees working on that task. One or two employees we can assign the project as per the task wise. Then after, if you want to upload the any policies that we didn't before the due time they need to complete the project task and etc. So that type of facilities we have in the system, so we can upload that policy, so employee can read it out that policies and understand the project informations. Then after, we have a transaction records. To find out worksheet, we can find out worksheet monthly or daily basis, so we can understand the project working process. And at last, we have a reports to analyze the project informations. If we want to find out in last 3 months how many projects company acquired, how many projects completed, what is the status of the every project, so we can find out that type of analyze information through the reports modules. So this is the project tracking modules. Now we are moving on to the asset management modules. So first of all, asset management modules required to manage asset related information in the organization. So first of all, we need to do some general settings regarding the asset functionality. Here we can see how many days, how many before days we need to alert when item return or not. So that type of features we provide to our client, so the client can receive a notification. So we have that type of setting in the system. Then after, we can generate email templates regarding the different activities like asset request, asset lost, asset allocate, asset return. So that type of email templates we can create in the system, and do a email setting as well regarding the activities, that activity wise what is the notification sent to the manager and the reporting manager as well. So we can define here. Also we can generate a reporting structure, because in asset management we need to mention admin as a reporting manager. So if you want to change the reporting structure here, we can change the reporting structure. Then after, we provide all the analyze information in a chart basis in the system. After do some general settings and email settings, we need to create a items master. So first of all, we need to create a group, what type of asset groups we provide in the organization. So here we can create a different type of assets group, smartphone, mobile phone, laptops, etc. Then after, we can add the item in a particular group wise. Laptop, the what type of laptop it is, so we can add the laptop, HP ProBook, Lenovo items. So we can add all these item information in the system. After adding the item, we can add the supplier information as well in the system, so the admin can check when the expiry happens, and if they face any issues, they can directly contact to the supplier. So here we provide a facilities to add the supplier information in the system. And at last, they can upload the policies again in the system, that within how many days they need to return asset to the reporting manager or to the organization. If the asset lost or damaged, what type of charges they need to pay to the reporting manager or to the organizations. So that type of policies we need to mention in the we need to inform to the employees, so that reasons we can upload the policy file in the system, so the employee can read it out and understand the asset policies. Then after, we can check the transaction record. Here we can send the purchase request. Here we can send the request for assets to the reporting manager, that yes, we need to request, we need an assets for our work. Then we can check the allocation status. Reporting manager can allocate the employees their assets. They can approve the request as well. Here we can send a return request to the reporting manager, that yes, we return the assets. And also, admin can check the return request, that yes, that actual the asset returned to the organization or not. At the time of it may possible that asset lost or damaged, so they can analyze that information and store that information, that how many asset lost or how many asset damage. And at last, if we want to find out the recovery receipt, because we already mentioned supplier information, so if any asset damage, we can send back to the supplier, and we can we can recovery receive a recovery receipt, so we can understand the data at the time when we required. And at last, we have so many reports regarding assets to manage the asset informations. Now moving on to the training modules. Training modules is required to manage a different type of training activities. So for that reasons, we have a set of modules first of all. So here we need to do some general settings regarding the training activities. Okay. So here, first of all, we need to do some is tentative date mandatory or not for a training? Is trainer mandatory for training or not? Is location mandatory for training or not? So this type of settings can defined by the client. Then after again we have some email templates regarding the training activities. If any of client any of employees asking for a they can send the request, training request to the employees. So here we have a training recommendations, training request, training session regarding email templates, training feedback email templates, training attendance email templates. So we can define so many type of email templates and do a email setting, so a manager, trainer, or a employee can receive a notification through emails. Again here we can define a training reporting structure as per the requirement. Here we can add a trainer in a reporting lineup, so the trainer can understand the scenario of the training. Also here we provide a chart facilities to see the hierarchy of employees and the organization in a chart way. So now moving on, after moving to the reporting master, here we have a different type of training category to define in the system, that what type of training a client provide, what is the trainer. So here we have a master functionality to add the training categories. Also we can upload the trainer categories, what type of trainer it is. We can add the trainer informations. Here we can add more than one trainer information as per the category wise. Training request, if any of client any of employee want to send a training request to the reporting manager, so here they can send it to by the system. Then they can check the training mode, it is offline or online. If they want to upload the training cycle, what is the duration of the training time period, it is a 1 week training, 3 days training, so they can upload the training cycles. As per the cycle, they can assign the training to the relevant trainers, and also they can upload the training wise policy in the system. Before request approve the request, if they want to upload some questions regarding a training, that why the trainer, why the employees require the training, what is the difficulty they face, so they, based on that, they can define a different question category and upload the questions. So as per the questions answers, they can approve the training request or not. So we have that type of facilities in the system that define a different training facilities. After moving the training sessions, here we can create a quiz and different question answer sessions to understand the training, that how the training is going, if employees satisfied with the training or not, how many employees receive our knowledge during the training time period. So here we can create a different question answers, create a quiz. If they want to create a feedback, we have that features in the system. And also we can check the training calendar to see the upcoming training schedules. It is useful for the trainer. After the training sessions, we can do some training activities in the during the training period. If we want to give a rating to the training, we can provide a rating. If we want to analyze the training, we can create some survey and feedback form, so we can analyze the training. If we want to check the training progress, we can check the training progress by the employee answers. Also we provide training recommendations, training attempt feedback in the system. And regarding the training activities, we have so many reports in the system to analyze the training, like last 3 years, last 3 months, last 6 months, how many employees attend the training, how many employees give a rating to the particular trainer wise informations. All these informations we can find out the training reports. After training modules, now we are moving on to the medical modules. So medical modules we need. because there are so many clients is provide a different type of mediclaim facilities for their employees. So for that reasons we have a mediclaim functionality to manage the mediclaim informations like about the medical test, injury, medical expenses, etc. So here we have some general setups where we can create a again reporting structure whom we need to update the mediclaim informations. Also it is a organization hierarchy required to branch office to head office. Here we can upload the email templates and email setting as per the activities. We can create a email templates, then injury case request, injury case status, post claim insurance status, post court case status. So different type of email template we can define and do some email settings as well in the system, that what type of email received by the employees, what type of email received by the managers. After doing some general setup, we need to add the some medical related master data in the system, that what is the cover type. If we want to add the advocate information, we can add the advocate informations, who is the service provider, how long the medical period is working, claim item, what type of injuries we can claim, medical scheme informations, medical category, and also upload some policies regarding to claim a mediclaim medical expenses in the from the organization. There are some certain policies, if they want to upload they can upload the file here. Also they can add the medical test master we have, and also employee medical test informations we can add here. Injury category, what type of injury it is and what is the injury if the employee want to send a request about the injury, they can send here. Here we can define what type of request we can send, and here we can send the request. If changing injury case status, once the injury case completed we can change the injury case status here. Then after we can send the post expense request, post injury expense request we can send to the reporting manager. Post claim insurance request we can send to the reporting manager, and post court case request if you want to send to the reporting manager we can send it here. At last we can find out the medical reports in the system to analyze the medical activities. Then after we have earning and deduction modules to manage the financial activities. Here we need to add the email settings. So first of all we can do some email setting, what type of informations they can receive. It is in the system settlement or application received. We can do some email settings regarding that. Then after we have some email templates, we can define what type of activities we require. So here we have earning and deduction settlement and earning and deduction transaction is the system. So here that type of facilities we need to mention. Then after earning and deductions, we can do some masters. So here we can add the what type of earning and deductions we provide to the employee. So maximum amount limit, number of requests per periods. So here we can find add that information in the system. Then after we can check the transaction records, earning and deduction applications, and earning and deduction settlements once it's approved. So here we can see. Here we can see payroll number, application date, earning and deduction type, earning and deduction name, number of installment. All this information we can upload here. At last we can check the approval transactions of our request is approved or not. So this is the